Team mobbing. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbing. Wobbing. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbing.
Okay, so I've been wanting to make a video talking about this certain topic for a while now, and it's been a topic that's been on my mind for quite some time, but I'm just gonna be straightforward and brutally honest, guys. This is what it is like to work a factory job. And real quick, if you guys aren't subscribed yet, be sure to click the subscribe button because I do a lot of nerdy pop culture videos on this channel, and I also do another show on this channel called Power Rangers Weekly where I talk about nothing but Power Rangers, so be sure to subscribe if you haven't, and click the little bell icon. Okay, let's get started. So I'm sure a lot of you out there have worked a factory job. If you haven't, I'm sure you know somebody that does, or that has, or I'm sure you probably have a family member that does, because honestly guys, it does pay the bills. I'm not trying to say anything bad about factory jobs. They're not entirely terrible, but there are some that just straight up suck ass, okay? So with all this seriousness aside now, okay, I've been working a factory job for the past 6 years of my life, and it is god-awful. It is the most pain in my ass job that I have ever done. The work itself is not that bad. It's the goddamn people, okay? The goddamn people. And real quick, before I start getting a lot of comments in the comment section of people saying, well, if you don't like your job, why don't you quit? If you don't like your job, why don't you just go to college? First of all, I did go to college, okay? I have an associate's degree. But what I studied in college doesn't pay shit in the real world. Finding a job that pays well and that has great benefits is something that's really hard. Let me rephrase that. Finding a full-time job that pays well enough that you are able to live on without living paycheck to paycheck is really hard. Now, I'm not gonna say the company that I work for because of privacy reasons, but we make car parts for Toyota because all hail Toyota, and it's a fucking joke, okay? It's a fucking joke. I'm not saying that all factory jobs are bad. This is just my opinion and my experience. And let's get this out of the way. Where I work, it is nothing but goddamn drama all the time, 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. So pretty much working a factory job, if you're a new hire, you gotta go through what's called orientation. Basically, orientation is where they pretty much tell you about the company, like what they do, what they make, who they work for, who their customers are, who their suppliers are, and then you usually have to watch all these fucking videos about the company, and you have to watch all these accident videos of how to not be a fucking idiot and get hurt, because goddamn accidents happen because we have fucking idiots that work where I work. I'm not even joking, like people legit get run over with fork trucks. How the fuck do you get ran over? How the fuck do you run somebody over? People have gotten their fingers cut off. People have gotten cut to death. People have gotten hit in the face with stuff. Equipment has fallen down and hit people and hurt them. Like, seriously, what the fuck? I don't want to die where I work, okay? I don't want to die. Who the fuck walks into their job thinking, man, this would be a good place to die? This would just be a fucking glorious death. A glorious death. So after orientation, where they basically lie to you and tell you that this is the greatest company to work for, we never have any problems, we're just one big, happy fucking family. They will then usually send you to a department that's about 35 to 40% staffed. It's been 35 to 40% staffed for the past 6 months to a year, but management hasn't done anything about it because they refuse to ignore that their company has problems. Also briefly introduce to who your coworkers are. Most of the time now, upper management doesn't really even introduce you to the rest of your coworkers because they know that you're probably not gonna stay. My job, you're supposed to rotate a process or a job every 2 hours. No, that's not how it is. Basically stuck on one thing and one thing only until who knows when. Because you never know when you're gonna get trained. You don't even know if you're gonna get trained properly, which most of the time you don't. Because nobody cares. Nobody gives a fuck. You get stuck on one thing and one thing only until you just die or bleed to death or pass out or fucking get heat exhaustion or whatever. Just whatever. Do you know how bad it is on your body to do the same repetitive work every day? Not to mention if you're not even rotating, if you're just doing the same thing for 10 to 12 hours a day, that adds up. Repetitive work in general isn't good, but when you have to do the same consecutive thing all day long, not getting a break, that's another thing. What are breaks? What is a break, guys? What is a break? I don't know. We don't know because we're not used to getting breaks. In order for us to get a break, we basically have to not suck, okay? Because if you suck, you gotta work in your break. Our breaks are 10 minutes long. Sometimes I have to piss. I have to re-tuck in my shirt and untangle my boxers because when I stand and sit and stoop and move around all the time, shit happens, okay? I need to retuck my shirt in. I need to sit down. I need to have a quick mental breakdown and a quick rethinking of my life before I go back out there and do it all over again. Most of the time, we just don't get a break. And if you try to tell upper management about it, if you try to say anything about it to anybody that is involved in upper management, or a supervisor, or anybody, they're just like, well, you get paid for your breaks anyway. Shut the fuck up, okay? That is the dumbest goddamn answer I've ever heard. Occasionally, if you're sucking ass that bad, or if you're just running terrible, or if there's just a lot of equipment issues going on at work, then the company will bless you with the opportunity of working into your lunch break. Our lunch breaks are 45 minutes, okay? 45 minutes. Most full-time jobs, most big offices, most big corporations, anything like that, their lunch breaks are an hour. Ours are 45 minutes. Everybody needs their fucking cars made. Why eat? You know, just why eat? Why eat at all? I'll just fucking die. No, I don't want to eat. I'd rather just fucking die, okay? It's so much to ask that I just want to eat some fucking eggs. Now, depending on the issues that are going on while you're working, you might have to work 5 minutes into lunch. Okay. 10 minutes into lunch. Okay, fine. Sometimes you gotta work 15 minutes into lunch. What the fuck? What the fuck? I have even worked 30 minutes into my lunch. 30 minutes out of my 45-minute lunch break. What if I didn't bring something to eat? What if I want to go to Burger King? What if I want to go to McDonald's at lunch? What if I want to go to Taco Bell? I have 15 minutes now because I had to pour my blood, sweat, and tears into my fucking job for you guys that I now have 15 minutes to eat. Wow. Gee, thanks. I'm glad I got to fucking sit in my car and lick this goddamn ice cube, okay? Wow, that was a great fucking meal. They also tell you to utilize your bathroom breaks during breaks. So they'll be like, if you can, please, can you try to go to the bathroom at break? What break? I don't fucking know what a break is because we don't get breaks, okay? So therefore, I've had to piss for the last 6 hours. Do you know what it's like to drink a Monster or two before work and then hold that goddamn monster into your bladder all night when you have to piss? It's a natural cause of the human body. Bodies work like that, okay? If I have to go to the fucking bathroom, I'm gonna go to the fucking bathroom. God forbid if there's anybody out there that can take my spot for 5 minutes. There's also a lot of drama in factory jobs, okay? It's not all maturity and adultness and all that kind of shit. No, there's drama. Like, it's bad drama. It's the worst drama that I've ever seen. I graduated high school 10 years ago, okay? I shouldn't have to feel like I'm already back in high school all over again at my job. You know, sometimes we just want to come to work and do our job and go home. You know what it's like when you have like 60 seconds to complete a job that's pretty physical and you have fuckface over here telling you, well, so-and-so gets to do this and that and I don't get to do it because I had to. I don't care, okay? I don't give a fuck. My face here should tell you that I don't care. So shut up. Shut the fuck up. I'm a team leader, okay? Which means I have a lot of responsibility. I have to go in early. I have to stay later. I have to be around people. I have to interact with people. Okay, I have to train people. I have to show them how to do this job. I have to talk to them. I have to do paperwork. I have to fill parts up. I have to answer fucking lights when they go off and ask people, oh, what do you got? Are you behind? Do you need help doing this? And can you fucking speed up, please? Can you fucking speed up? That's what I have to do. Okay, being a team leader is not easy. There are a few people there that act like they are the only ones working, that they are doing this and that and 355,000 other things all at the same time. A lot of kiss-ass people, okay? There are people at every job that you're not gonna like, that you're not gonna get along with, but you have to because you work with them. A lot of people that act like they're better than everybody else, the ones that act like they're in charge. Okay, you got the ones that come in 45 minutes to an hour early just because, you know, for no reason. Like, why the fuck would you come in that early? You don't have to be here. I myself, I don't clock in until the last goddamn second. Okay, I have to be at work at 6:59, badging in. Todd's here, he's ready to party, okay? There are a select few people that come in an hour early just so they can suck up and kiss ass to upper management. And then they take it upon themselves to do everything. Help out the other team leaders, that's fine, that's fucking great. That's great that you want to go above and beyond to help, but then don't bitch about it later. Okay, don't cry about it later and say, well, I had to work into my break, I had to do this and this because this needed done and this needed done, and I had to. No, you didn't. You didn't have to do it. You took it upon yourself to do it because you're a fucking idiot. Stop crying. If you cry, I'm a grown ass man. Okay, I'm not gonna cry in front of people that work like that. Because I work with these people every day. God, you are never gonna fucking see me cry at my job. The moment you cry like that, especially if you're a leader, okay, if you're a leader at your job, you're a leader at your job, the moment somebody sees you cry, nobody's ever gonna take you seriously again. okay? They're gonna look at you and be like, that's the crying person. That's the one that cries, because they can't fucking handle it. If you can't load a fucking bolt into an air gun and just shoot it. Just shoot it. If you can't mark something with a marker, if you can't look at something and be like, this is tan, this is brown, this is black, and this is gray, if you can't just look at something and put it in a box, then maybe you should probably rethink your career decisions. Okay? I try to take into consideration when I'm training somebody and I'm showing them how to do their job that they've never done this before. And I understand that. And I'm generally very patient. I try to be very patient because I have to be. Because I was new once too. You know, I was just like them 6 years ago. And that's another thing, promotions, okay? I have job postings, you know, supervisor, team leader, senior team leader, you know, a good promotion, and it's usually a pay raise. Tell you in orientation, yeah, it doesn't matter if you're new, put in for it. Put in for a team leader position, put in for this, and put in for that, whatever. We're not gonna disqualify against anybody for putting in for a certain spot. Bullshit. Let me just stop you right there. It took me like 10 to 15 tries. I was the guy at work that went above and beyond. Okay, I took a lot of initiative. I learned all the stuff that I had to learn. I even learned stuff that I didn't have to learn just in case somebody wasn't there. I could take that spot. They wouldn't have to look for somebody or be short-handed in that area. I could be like, yeah, hey, I know it. I can do it. No problem. I learned everything there. Okay? That's not easy. But that's part of my job. I had to do it. Factories don't give a fuck if you are the hardest worker. If you literally cut your wrists and bled for that company, they don't care. Why the fuck would they? They don't care about you because everybody's replaceable. It could be down to fucking Jeff over here, who's the hardest worker, who's been in this area the longest, who knows the most. Fucking Steve over here, who's worked for 2 weeks, is buddy-buddy with all the managers and upper management. They all play football together on the weekends. Who do you think's gonna get the job? Fucking Steve over here. Because it's not what you know, it's who you know. Also, if you work a factory job, guys, you will see infidelity at its finest. I don't know what it is that makes people want to cheat on their spouses at a factory job, okay? I don't know if it's something in the air, I don't know if it's the smell of the vehicle that you're making, or the smell of the goddamn metal. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Here's stories about it. And like I said, you'll physically see it. Of people going out in the parking lot on their lunch break, or people going somewhere else after work and like hooking up. Let me tell you something, okay? I sweat a lot. No, I'm a man. I sweat. How the fuck y'all gonna hook up like that when you've been sweating at work all night and all day? I mean, that shit's gotta stink, right? I mean, it would have to. You're smelling each other's goddamn body odor. It's gross. I don't want any of this to discourage you from getting a factory job because, like I said, they do pay very well. The benefits are usually really good, and it helps you pay your bills. That's why I haven't left yet. If YouTube would pay my bills, I would quit in a heartbeat. I would walk in, do that, dab, and then just leave. Because that's how much I don't like my job. But I have to have it because it pays my bills, and I need money. What kind of jobs do you guys work? Let me know down below in the comment section below. I want to know what you guys do for a living. I want to know your experiences. I'll see you next time.